and powerful she really is? Here are 14 facts you probably didn't know about Nezuko Kamado. 1. Did you know that Nezuko was only 12 years old when she became a demon? And since turning into one means becoming immortal, she still looks like a 12-year-old despite how many years have passed. 2. The age of her transformation could also explain why she is so petite. We've seen Nezuko change her size at will, but her default height is 153 centimeters, or around 5 feet tall. And looking at her family, we can tell that she doesn't quite have the tall gene, so we can't expect her to be absurdly tall either. At least not while she isn't in fighting mode. 3. Speaking of basics, her birthday is December 28th. Yep, Nezuko is a Capricorn, for those who are into astrology. 4. Did you know that Nezuko's exploding blood only affects other demons? I think it probably is because the blood demon art each demon develops tends to be related to some extent to the demon's past life or personality. Let me explain. Since the beginning, Nezuko has shown that she is definitely not like other demons. For one, she didn't stop caring about her brother and has always refused to eat humans. This is also reinforced by Urokodaki's hypnosis suggestions, in which he convinced her that all humans were her family and she should protect them. She is a demon who fights against other demons, so it makes sense that her abilities are only a threat to them. I like to believe that her blood demon art resembles fire because of her Hinokami Kagura family heritage, which we later discover is sun-breathing, thanks to Rengoku's father. But that's just me theorizing. 5. And now that we've mentioned Nezuko's abilities, there's a detail many people miss when watching the show. In the fight with Rui in Mount Natagumo, we can see that there are some drops of blood on Tanjiro's sword, or what remains of it. When Nezuko wakes up and uses her blood demon art to burn Rui's deadly threads, these drops start shining. Then, the whole blade takes this pinkish color and goes through Rui's neck way faster and smoother, which is surely just a taste of what Tanjiro can do with his sister improving his sword. Let's hope we get to see this combination of skills in the upcoming seasons. 6. We don't hear Nezuko speak after becoming a demon, except as inner dialogue in the battle with Rui,
Blood demon art, floating blood!
and a couple of times in Tanjiro's mind.
I want you to understand how I feel!
But the question is, can she actually speak? It is said that she can, but she stutters a lot and doesn't form very long or complex sentences. There are some fan theories about Nezuko's silence and how it represents her perseverance in not losing her humanity, as well as not drinking human blood. Just like how Buddhist monks have their own vows of silence and other practices to train their self-discipline. 7. Usually when a human is turned into a demon, there are some significant changes in their anatomy, but Nezuko didn't change that much. Well, at least not in her default demon mode. Her eyes turned from this dark red that she shares with her brother to a very light shade of pink. Her hair used to be completely black, but the ends turned into this orangish color, and she grew fangs and nails that resembled claws. But I think that if you compare her human version with the demon one, they don't look all that different. Now, if we talk about her berserk mode, we have a different story. She looks way more adult and, curvier. A vine-like mark appears all over her body, a horn grows out of her head, and these marks appear around her eye and horn, but we've barely seen her like this. 8. Nezuko looks so cute with her bamboo muzzle, especially when she turns little. But of course, she wears it not only for looks. Even though Giyu witnessed how Nezuko, despite being a demon, confronted him and went running to protect her brother, he decided to put the muzzle on her just in case she unexpectedly loses control. We can't forget that Urokodaki told Tanjiro that if Nezuko ends up killing someone, he would be expected to kill her, and then commit suicide for letting it happen. Which is interesting, considering that later in the story, Urokodaki himself and even Giyu put up their lives as a guarantee that Nezuko is not a threat like the rest of the demons, so the muzzle is a failsafe for everybody. It also helps her to disguise herself as a human, since it hides her fangs. She may look like a very unique human that doesn't always speak and wears a muzzle, but a still believable enough human. Except for demon slayers, of course. I've read in some places that Nezuko's muzzle can also be related to all the symbolism I've mentioned before, working as a representation of the control that she has to maintain all the time to fight against her demonic self. If this wasn't an issue, we wouldn't see her struggling to contain herself while salivating at the times she's in the presence of dripping human blood, working as a reminder of why Tanjiro started his Demon Slayer training and overall journey. 9. Nezuko's berserk form is extremely powerful. She gets so strong We can tell that if she was on Muzan's side, she would definitely be at least a lower rank Moon. I mean, after she turned into her Berserk form, also known as her awakened form, she crushed Daki as if it were nothing. And Daki even said that her recovery speed was as fast as Kizuki's. Not only that, but in this form, she is able to control her blood to the point that it helps her maintain control of her cut limbs and even reconnect them to her body and keep fighting. If Tanjiro had to fight a Demon Moon with those abilities, he would absolutely have a hard time defeating it. 10. Yes, this all sounds awesome, but it has its downsides. When Daki slashed Nezuko in the Entertainment District arc, she believed her opponent wouldn't be able to heal fast. But regardless of what she thought, Nezuko grew her limbs back in the blink of an eye, and she was furious. She started changing her appearance to a scarier and adultier form. But you can see by taking this form, she is letting her demon side take over, the one that craves human blood and flesh. She gets way stronger, yes, but at the expense of her humanity and self-control. We even see Tanjiro struggling to get her back to her non-berserk form. After beating Daki, Nezuko tried to attack a human for the first time. Her brother managed to stop her, but she kept fighting. He was only able to calm her down and awaken her humanity again by singing an old lullaby their mom used to sing. 11. Did you know that Nezuko's favorite food is konpeito? These are little sweet candies that look like tiny orbs and come in different flavors and colors. Just look at her so happy with her konpeito. 12. Nezuko's first design is actually not that different from what she turned out to be. The only big difference I can notice is that the old version has way more tiny bows in her hair than we see in the anime. But keeping in mind it was the first time she was drawn, they are very, very similar. What do you think? 13. We've already said that Nezuko is one of 3 demons known so far that refuses to do any harm to humans. She cares about them because she believes everyone is her family. But interestingly enough, she doesn't really remember that much of her family or her life as a human. Despite that, she shows her absolute love and need to protect them. 14. Maybe her family is not that present in her memory, but they are definitely in her imagination. It has been said that most of her dreams are about Zenitsu, Inosuke, and her family. The people who have been nice to her are also a part of them every once in a while. Nezuko is certainly one of those characters that stays in people's minds. I'm sure we'll soon get to know more about her. She is undoubtedly one that will never stop surprising us. Which fact was most unexpected for you? Let's have a chat in the comments section down below. I really hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.